So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence, beautiful day, beautiful soul. And welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. You could call me Mel. And I'm here to deliver this latest timeless collective channel message from the Down Low series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. Where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. Where it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on the website and below the video in the description box, including how to get a personal one-on-one reading that's specifically only for you. So we're starting off with the energy of the wild unknown archetypes. And on one side of the table, we have the fault line, which talks about a separation, and I'm seeing the energy of veins and arteries that's going through the body, okay? The stream, there's a connected stream. This connected stream, I'm hearing it's life-giving. It's essential for life, but there's also this understanding that the surface appearance changes. The surface appearance is changing. Okay, something is breaking open. There's a discovery. It's like cracking an egg open to receive what's inside of it. I heard the nourishing parts. Okay. The other side of the table, the energy we have is the warrior, and it came through in reverse. Okay. Oh, and when I first saw it, I thought, oh, somebody's not fighting. But now what I'm hearing is they're not fighting for the right thing. So you could fight for anything, but it doesn't mean that it's a good idea. Yeah. We're talking today about a situation where somebody wants to separate from another. It's like there's a connection here. And I see somebody who wants to separate from that connection. And so what they're doing is they're self-sabotaging. There's somebody who's self-sabotaging because there's this connection that it's bringing up a lot of fears. And so this person is talking about being on their own because they already know from things from the past, stuff from their past that has trained them, okay? Now, I'm not saying yet whether this is positive or negative, but what I do see is this person there's somebody here who's being taught to walk away. To walk away even when there's fear involved in it. And by doing so, to cut through negativity is what they're showing me, to cut through negativity by walking away even when they're afraid. In other words, it's like when you don't know how things are going to work out, but you got to go anyways, okay? And put yourself in the first position. You have to put yourself in the first position in the situation. And stay focused, staying focused on independent, like, thank you. Staying focused in the idea that you don't have to attach your energy to other people's, like, you don't have to attach your energy to other people's like that. Even if they don't want you to say it, even if they don't want you to do that. Like, there's this energy where people are in this energy. There's this understanding of, like, when is it best to walk away? Oh, thank you. Because I'm hearing there's been a training of subservience. I heard there's been a training of subservience that's caused ones to hold on to what spirit is clearly trying to take away. I heard, and when you don't honor that, it's like drawing and quartering yourself from your soul. And so they're showing me that, yeah, it's not beneficial to hold on when spirit says it's time to let go. And this is I'm getting this is a repetitive experience where, oh yeah, this has been going on. Somebody keeps self-sabotaging themselves. They've been doing this since a long time. They pull back, they close their heart up. You already know this, okay? And so because they're doing this, it's like, you're not there. I'm hearing you're not there with the crowbar trying to pry their heart open. There's no reason you need to do that. I'm hearing there's no reason you need to do that at all, okay? And so this is very important, very wise decision time right now that you should make this, and it's deeply affecting your future, the choices that you make right now. Are you going to stand and try to pry somebody's heart open? Because they're showing me, yeah, at the bottom of the archetype deck, we have the crone, which is that wise woman energy, having had experience, clairvoyant, psychic. It's like you, by this point, you can see when somebody is self-sabotaging. You can see when somebody is receptive and when somebody is not, okay? And so even though you know you love somebody and you would like the best to happen there, okay? Even though you know you're connected to somebody and you would like the best to happen there, there's this understanding, like, if you accept that, that would be self-sabotage on your part, okay? So you can't self-sabotage your journey because somebody ain't ready to journey with you. And so you're being strategic and you're being wise, and you're what you're I get it. Yeah, they're saying you are processing this situation while you're still in it. That's what I'm hearing. You're processing the situation while you're still in it. So that means, like, you already know that it's go time. I heard it's go time, and you know what you have to do. So you're going through the mental and emotional parts of it while you're in it, instead of processing it when you leave. So that way, when you leave, I'm getting, there is, all the closure is complete. It doesn't matter what another says or does. You're processing something while you're still in it, so that when you do finally move on, it's all the way done, and you don't have to look back at all anymore. Yeah. And you know that you're doing this out of love and self-respect. I heard love and self-respect, because somebody is just not willing to participate, cooperate, open their heart, okay? And so you're even having whether this discussion is with another person or with your highest self, you're having this discussion about, like, well, I did the best I could. There's nothing else I can do now, but just move on. Okay. So there's this processing happening of a situation that's coming to an end right now. And you're doing your part to close it down and end this situation while you're still in it. I'm hearing taking stock of everything that has unfolded. Yeah. You're looking at yourself as far as, why do you entertain this and this? I heard this coldness in replace of love. I heard, why are you entertaining this coldness, this harshness, in replace of love? Okay. In other words, where you should be receiving love, you're entertaining some cold-heartedness. It's like, why you gotta be so cruel? Don't you know I'm human too? Okay. Yeah. Your conversation includes the fact that this is something that you've done before. This is something you've done before, and this is you're like, I've been down this road so many times and it never leads anywhere. Yeah, so now that I recognize that this road is the same type of road, it's an energetic road. This is the same type of road that I've been down before that never leads anywhere good. Yeah, I'm not interested in continuing down this road, because I can see that it leads nowhere good. You're like, I'm going to go where I'm loved. I'm seeing that. I'm going to go where I'm loved. I'm going to go where I'm appreciated. I'm going to go where things look better, where love looks reciprocated, where somebody's not going to close their heart down on me while my heart is all the way open, where there's peace, where there's balance. I'm hearing peace and balance restored, okay? Yeah, and where there's the love, I'm hearing where the love, the connection includes friendship and kindness and positivity, instead of just illusions, because there's been a lot of illusions here. It's like somebody is putting up a fake mask, and as soon as you're seeing their true face when they pull back, when they shut their heart down, you can see their true face, and you know what goes down that path. It's like even if they were putting on this fake persona of being super loving and kind for such a long time, it's like the instant you see their true face, there's no turning back from that. There's no pretending you didn't see it. There's no going back. There's no, I heard fake. Yeah, there's no faking the funk. And so, you know what love looks like. You know what it feels like. And you're not lying to yourself to hold on to somebody. I heard that in itself is extremely triggering to them, because when they act up like this, they're used to getting a rise out of people. They're used to getting the kind of feedback that they, whether they realize it or not, it's the kind of feedback that they enjoy. They're used to getting a rise out of folks. But while all you're seeing is that this is coming apart at the seam, you're seeing that this is separating. You're seeing that this crack, I'm hearing the word fissure, can't be denied. Okay, it can't be denied, because whatever somebody's fighting for, it's like it's a pointless fight. It makes no sense. There's no value in the fight that they're putting up. Yeah, there's somebody here. This is like somebody who likes to, I'm hearing, stir the shit pot. No more than to smell the stink is the way I'm hearing. Somebody likes to stir the shit pot for no other reason than just to smell the stink. That's absolutely terrible. Yeah, that's absolutely terrible, because somebody here likes smelling the stink so much, but they don't even realize that that's what they're doing. They're used to it though. So at this point, I'm seeing that emotionally you're over it. You've gotten a level of acceptance in you, and you know that you've moved beyond this lesson. And so you're just allowing yourself to be receptive to go time. You're allowing yourself to be aware of when is it going to be that gotta take a dump urge for action, okay? Because you're not feeling it yet. So you also know how to trust your own internal guidance system and not just react, but rather to choose a wise response. You understand that until you feel that, yeah, because you're the crone. Until you feel that, you understand that it's not go time yet. Like, there's a reason that everything is happening. There's a reason for the seed. So right now I see like you're not taking a lot of physical action. You're processing your emotions, you're processing your thoughts, and you're going through that part of it right now. And like, while you're doing this, it's like you're stabilizing yourself, like in the sense of you're not making the same fool moves. I heard fool moves that you used to in the past. You're not chasing, you're not running, you're not jumping, you're not trying to stretch yourself, you're not trying to become, like, you're not trying to make them, thank you. You're not trying to convince somebody that you're worthy of love. You're not trying to convince somebody that they should open their heart. You're not trying to tell yourself, well, if I just do this, then they'll open their heart. And yeah, you're not playing that game with yourself no more. So what you're going to learn about this is, yes, you're absolutely right. Your feelings are showing you. Thank you. Love is easy, easy. So don't you make it hard. So there's this energy, like you feel like loving is easy. And if it's so hard for this person, that's because they're not in alignment with that love, okay? So you see the truth. You can honestly see where somebody is blocking themselves from receiving the love. You can see where this person is got their guard up to try to protect their heart. But you're saying, if you don't want to share your heart with me, if you don't want to share the love with me, if you don't want to be a part of this experience, then why would I want to? Oh, yeah, that. Okay, I get it. All right, so that's what your feeling body, emotional body is talking about. Let's see. Yeah, you're processing, and you could be discussing with some of you have a psychic friend, somebody who's also very intuitive, somebody who you're very aligned with, but either way, there's a conversation happening. Again, whether it's internal with your highest self, your guides, your angels, or if it's external with another person about this like repetitive process. You're like, I've done this before. It never leads to anywhere I want to be. It's time to close this cycle out, cut the negativity, and, you know, be more in alignment with what I truly choose to receive. Okay. And by holding on to this, you know that you're holding yourself in a place of resistance, of lack, of limitation. You know that. So yeah, leaving the situation alone is actually what spirit is responding to. That's what guidance you're getting back, is you're communicating to your highest self and to spirit, like, this shit don't look like it's changing. This looks like what we've had before. Return to sender. And then your spirit is like, absolutely, we'll get that out of there for you. That's what I see. And so what you know is it's time to separate. This energy was sent to you so you can separate from it. And all the evidence is lining up to prove that that's true. Because there's something here that this person, like, you're not seeing cooperation. You're not seeing somebody who wants to be a party to what this is reported to be, supposed to be. Okay, the support is not there. And so this is like, y'all can't see eye to eye. You have differing opinions. You have differing principles. You're coming and they're going. You know, it's like water and oil don't mix. It's like birds of a feather flock together, and y'all are not flocking. You're not flocking in this. And you know that. And you can see that. Yeah. And so spirit is showing you, like, yeah, it may not be easy and you may not enjoy it, but this situation here where you're looking to receive this person, there's a separation. There's a heartbreak. For some, I see between a fire sign and an earth sign. But yeah, there's a person here that is really not going to like the fact that you're able to separate and walk away. And when you do it, you're able to do it easily, because the thing you do differently than most, again, they're reiterating, you're processing this separation, you're processing this breaking apart, this opening up of new energy for your life while you're still in the old energy. It's like, this is somebody who's not gonna boo-hoo when you know they're walking out of the door, or when the other person's leaving, because they already did all their boo-hoo while they was trying to still see if there's any way to salvage it, to make it work, or while it was still, I heard, running out the clock, because it was like the clock has to run out. Yeah, the clock has to run out of time. So while the clock was running out, there's this energy in the tribe with the fault line. It's like, see, this fault line, it's like it grew from all these veins, is the way they're showing it to me. Like, all these are different experiences and facts, different place where there was cracks in the connection with the other person, and all those different little things adds up to one big, yeah, this is not the same. These two come apart. It doesn't last. Okay. So in what you know that walking away is moving towards what you do want, and that's your final answer. That's your decision. That's what you know. What you're being taught in this situation is you're connected to a lot of different things and different ones out there. And at the end of the day, it serves your best interest to go ahead and have those experiences. And a lot of those experiences are not going to end up into being what exactly you thought it was going to be. But it's always going to make you wiser, more savvy. It's going to give you the ability to communicate yourself more effectively, to communicate what you want more effectively, to determine whether or not this is it's like, is this situation really for me? I see somebody who's like comparison shopping online, but now we're talking about taking that experience of comparison shopping and putting it into real life activation with the different people and situations in your life, to where you're able to then comparison before you buy. Yeah? Comparison before you buy. So in regards to relationship, like this person, it's like you gave it enough time to figure it out. And then, you thought it could be coming together. You thought it could be growing something. But actually what it was growing was further and further apart the longer you stayed. What somebody's fighting for, they're fighting for the wrong thing. I heard in one of the things that the person on the other side of the table does not like about you, what they do not like about you, is that You're not fighting for them. Like I said, this person, their little behaviors, their little self-sabotaging behaviors, usually in their past experience, in their previous experience, has evoked a lot of chasing energy. They've evoked a lot of chasing energy out of the other people in the past. And they're not able to get you to do that. They're not able to get you to say, hey, I'm going to fight for us. So this is somebody who is used to the hot and cold, the back and forth, the on and off, the all of that stuff, and then getting what they want because they play that game, which lets me know that this person has had interactions with a lot of people who are extremely codependent and people who lack emotional intelligence. And because I'm seeing this message, the way I'm seeing it, it's letting me know that you've gone beyond the boundaries of codependency, at least to a certain level. And then also it's letting me know that you have a certain level of emotional intelligence that this person is not savvy. Yeah, this is not savvy about. This person is inexperienced with. They're used to dealing with people who are easy to manipulate emotionally. So they start fights about stupid stuff. They're the type of person that likes to get mad, throw a fit, run away, you know, turn their phone off, and then come back and then have you sitting up there crying and boo-hooing. Instead, they find you calmer than ever because when they took off and turn off their phone and run off on you like that, you realize that you're not dealing with a match. And so that turns the fire off. It turns the flame down every time that this happens. This is somebody who likes to say little things to try to make you think or make it sound like you can't do better than them, or without them your life is nothing, or like they're the reason, like they're your saving grace or something like that. This person will try to, they're the type of mentality that will try to program you to believe that everything you have is because of them, because of their interest with you. But what you're not seeing in this is a return of energy. You're not seeing reciprocation. You're also not seeing peace, and you're also not seeing an energy you want to build with. You're also not seeing a lot of rest in this energy. And so that's why your spirit is calling you to take action at this time, because you do have wisdom from the past. You haven't been a fool out here in these streets. You've been learning through life, and you've actually gathered a level of wisdom that this person doesn't know anything about. And that's why you don't respond like anything or anyone that they're used to. Yeah, you are different than what they've known before. Yeah. Balance, strength, and wisdom, and fighting with honor. Yeah, this, thank you. The warrior in reverse. They're fighting dirty. So this person is fighting dirty. Oh, thank you. This is somebody who would call ugly names, try to, it's like, you know how you have these conversations. I heard heated conversations with people. You have these heated conversations with people, and certain people, a lot of people, and don't know how to stay on the subject. Like today, this is what happened. Instead of staying on today, this is what happened. They're still mad about what happened on another day that they never even talked about from months ago or years ago. And so they bring that up. But hold on, we're talking about this is what happened today. I understand if the supporting elements have to do with what made today happen, but that actually has nothing to do with what happened today. So somebody here, they're very, they have a lot of unresolved traumas, unresolved pains. Part of it is because they don't say what they really think. I heard they're very good at trying to polish their image to make it seem shiny to other people, which means that this person doesn't speak what they think. This person holds silent and secret grudges. They try to keep another person from knowing all the grudges that they're holding. Yeah. So love doesn't keep an accounting of wrongs. If there's a wronging in a love, the love is gonna bring it out and let's get this out and let's work through this, but let's do it now. Now I'm gonna hold it under, put it on, put a reminder to go off on you about this you know, next month, next year. No. If you really have some feelings, maturity and love and wisdom is going to have you speak about what's really going on, not try to hold it back. There's a wise woman here, or a wise man here. There's somebody who's been wise from experience, wise with age. And you're dealing with a person who is been, or having this experience with somebody who has been bitter. They're vindictive, okay? Somebody is bitter and vindictive because there's literally nothing they could do. Oh, thank you. There's literally nothing they could do to affect you. I see a person who has been trying to like battle you on the spirit level, but they can't come close. They literally can't come close because they are lacking in alignment. All the treachery that they try to send your way goes back to them. And in the relationship that I'm seeing, like this is somebody where they try to piss you off because they try to do little things that has worked with other people in the past to upset you, get a rise out of you, and get you to behave a certain type of way. But at the end of the day, like all that does is give you the information that you need, and then they're the one that's left mad because you're not reacting the way that they're used to people reacting. You're not giving them the fuel that they're looking for. And it's actually causing a bigger separation. It's like every time they pull one of these stunts, it causes this separation between the two of you to grow. Likewise, anywhere where you have felt or known that somebody was trying to work energetically or whatever way you want to call that against you, every time they try to attack, again, the separation gets bigger and that attack returns to them. And just like in where this applies to you in relationships, anytime they try to do something to upset you and get your nervous system's unbalanced, and what they're actually trying to do is create a trauma bond. The trauma bond is created much like a steel sword is strengthened. Steel is created by putting the metal into ice and then fire and then ice and then fire and then ice and then fire. And every time I do this, it strengthens the metal. And likewise, this is somebody who is used to creating strong attachment bonds with other people by being hot and cold, fighting, and then love bombing, fighting, and then love bombing, and fighting, and love bombing. And that's not working with you. They don't know how to act when you don't act like everybody else that they've known. Well, that sounds like a personal problem. On your side of the table, we have the unicorn. Believe in the magic and the purity of the heart. Card number 23. And you do. You have magic. You have purity of the heart. You are a beautiful, mythical creature. They're saying, you're not supposed to exist on the earth realm, but you do. Here you are. What do you know? Other side of the table, what do we have? The links. Find hidden truth. Follow your intuition. A lynx is a very human, okay, but they're showing me predatory. They're giving me predatory. So there's this thing about this person, like there's truths that this person doesn't want to acknowledge. There's somebody here who has an eye on the future, but you already know this energy from your past. You already know this energy from your past, and you've already been through something, and it's already given you a level of wisdom. This person knows what they're doing is a bad idea. But has that stopped them? Absolutely not. That has not stopped them at all. That has not stopped them at all. They still try to carry on with some unhealthy and unwise behaviors and ways of interacting, trying to form bonds based on the wrong thing, based on lies, based on illusions. Their true intention, finding the hidden truth. Their true intention, they're trying to hide. But it's like, you already know. Because with you having the crone at the bottom, it's like wisdom says, and here's the thing, in their own intuition is telling them, like, don't play with that one. That one has too much experience. That one has too much wisdom. Are they're not even listening to their own soul telling them to quit the shit. They don't. Which is why, like, this is like somebody sitting there, yeah, bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, yeah, yeah. And so there's like, they're trying to make the cauldron bubble and make some magic, but they don't understand that their own spirit team is against them, because whatever they're trying to do is not in their best interest to work against you. So whether this is happening because somebody's doing it on a spiritual way, or just by unhealthy behaviors and toxic ways, yeah, it's just not working really well for them at all. And I'm hearing they don't even know what you are. Thank you. They don't even know what you are. They can't see your true nature, because they don't have anything in their energy that's in alignment with that. They can only see as much as they are. It's like they say people can only love you as far as they can love themselves. Well, in this sense, they can only see as much in you as they can see in their self. Which lets us know that whatever this person is looking for from you, they have it inside of themselves to create that, to be that, to see that, to do that. But they don't realize it. Okay. And it's crazy. They're saying, yeah, and likewise, you could see all the magic you have, all the amazing you have in this person too. The problem is they don't see it in their self. But because you can see it in yourself, you can see it in them. And that's where you get that empath narcissist paradigm, where a lot of people who are highly intuitive and sensitive end up stuck in relationships for another person's potential, in love with potential. You're not repeating that in love with potential this time. You're like, well, I can see the magician in you. I can see that you're very great and powerful and all this stuff, and you have all these abilities, but you can't see it in yourself. So what am I supposed to do with you? Well, coming apart. Card number 46. It's coming apart. There's a separation. See, and there it is. You can see in yourself what you can see in them, and that's what draw you in the first place. But just because you can see it in them doesn't mean they can see it in themselves. Group 777 energy. Show me some more. What else can you show me about this energy on the other side of the table, where we have the warrior in reverse, and we have making a choice is in reverse. They've been making choices that are unhealthy, unwise. Somebody's been making choices that were unhealthy and unwise. They're trying to hide their truth, hiding from their truth. Ghostlands is at the bottom. It's getting icy and cold here, okay? And there's a lot of spiritual stuff going on in the underlying energy of this. There's a lot of spiritual background. There's a lot of it's like, even though it's not coming through to show me the specifics, some of you have a lot of even past life energies going on in this. Even though you may not know the specifics, they're also showing me a lot of repetitive family generational karma energy in this. And there you go, breaking cycles as there's this coming apart. You're separating from somebody. No matter how much the same it looked like, no matter how much this person looked like they were your person, no matter how much this situation with somebody looked like it was meant to be and all this stuff, wisdom and time has showed you different. And it's showed you different because of the choices that another makes. The choices that another person has been making over and over again. Because again, they're showing me all the little small lines that lead up to that fault line, as all these were examples, right? So they just said it. You see how this person speaks or treats another in their life. You see how they're willing to utilize other people and manipulate other people, or steal from other people, or lie to other people. At some point, it clicks together and says, hold on, those people really trust this one. And here they are, they're deceptive, they're manipulative, they lie, they cheat, they steal. Well, they could be doing that to me too. And that's where it starts for you. That's where it starts, right? Somebody here, you find out that this person they've been lying about some choices they made, about who they've been with, what they've been doing with that time they had available. And when you figure out what they've been doing, like, you realize, well, if they did that to them, they could do that to me. Oh. And so you start, again, all these little things adding up into facts. All these little things adding up into facts. I also see where this person has dropped hints. They have said little things that let you know what they were really after. And at the end of the day, it showed you that what they were after was not a common bond of love, but rather attachment to some sort of physical thing, physical wish, material wish, okay, some sort of material thing that would keep this one in your energy field. A bad person with a lot of money does a lot of bad, and a good person with a lot of money does a lot of good. So you know that there is, you know you have power. Whether it's money, whether this is power, whether this is wisdom, whatever it is, you know that it can be used for wise, for good energy, for positive energy, or for bad energy, for dumbness, for silliness, stupidity, or, you know, just hate, for anger, for ugly stuff. Somebody is so, this person is so mind blown and amazed with your energy. I'm hearing they don't know an energy like this. And then I heard never known a love like this. Never had a love like this. Okay. And God said, yeah, you were still refined by the process. This is a divine cosign card. You were still refined by the process. You had to go through this experience because what it did was again, anywhere where you already have been through this before, it's like, this is like the next day when you go back to the gym, or, you know, next week, you're still going to the gym. Why? Because you went to the gym last week or last month or the other day. You go every week, 3 times a week, whatever. You don't stop. You keep going to keep adding to what you've built already. And that's the energy of being still refined by the process. Somebody here is really insecure. You're so amazing. They're so insecure. And their insecurities is making them make some bad choices. When people are insecure, they will sure try to cling to energies of other people to try to boost their security. You already know this person is there. There's a thief somewhere in here. So here you go, dealing with another thief, energy thief, financial thief, trying to steal your clout, I'm hearing sabotage your good name. And that this person had this opportunity to go through an experience that they've been through before too, but to hit it from a different headspace. That's part of what's going on here. It doesn't look like they did that, because otherwise then this could have come together instead of separate, but it's a separation that I'm seeing. Some of you are also where you're not resonating with another person. They're showing me like all this other side of the table with this other person. This is what you learn not to do. This is how you used to self-sabotage yourself. And you're not doing that anymore. You would get fascinated with another person's stuff, and then you would become insecure about your own. And then after enough times of repeating that and realizing you were giving energy to something that was not factual, not beneficial, and not creating in the way you wanted to, like you stop doing that to yourself. Where's my phone? On your side of the energy, it's like, hold on a second. Where's my stuff? Again, the thief. So I see somebody who lent somebody a phone or some other electronic or a device, and it's like, hold on a second, where'd it go? And then I see somebody who didn't lend it, and it just disappeared. It's like, who, this person, they've been looking over your shoulder, looking at your passcode on your phone. And do you know, you were looking for your phone. I heard it, and it was in their bag, and you heard it ringing. And you thought, oh, you have the same, you could have even told this person out loud, you have the same ringtone as me. Later on, come to find out, your phone is gone. Why? Because they were trying to intercept some messages that you were getting. They were trying to intercept some messages that you were getting. The strides don't match. At the end of the day, why? Because you two can't keep up with each other, because your strides don't match, which means you can't walk together. They got little tiny steps they take. You making long steps, okay, big steps, which means you go further just naturally. They can't keep up with you. Yeah. The past holds no weight here. When you realize that somebody took your phone, they took your money, they took your time, they took something from you. I heard they took your mind for a moment, for you to figure out what was going on. This person was not in alignment. They were fighting for the wrong thing. They were after the wrong thing. And they were trying to hide the truth during it all. They were really trying to hide the truth during it all. It was not a good idea at all. It was a very destructive idea that they had. But here's the thing, wherever they thought that you would be destroyed, you were refined by the process. It made you stronger. You haven't avoided the spiritual gym. You've been in that mug pumping iron day after day after day, week after week after week, month after month after month, and year after year after year. This is not new to you. So you go to the spiritual gym, pump the iron, and come home and be okay. You know how to soak your muscles. You know how to prepare for the gym, and you stay prepared to go to the gym because it's always on your list of things to do, okay? So in this experience, somebody here, like, they're new to this. They're not used to dealing with a person who is an avid exercise buff, an avid spiritual exercise buff. They're not used to dealing with a person who understands how to operate in a way that's mighty and great. Yeah, they see you. They see that you stand out above the rest. Like, you look like a lit up disco ball to this person. If they can see with their eyes or spiritual eyes, if they can see your energy, you look like a lit up holographic, silver holographic rainbow disco ball, just lit up in the center of everything. Is so dark. And they don't have access to you anymore. Access has been denied, and it's perfect timing. It's perfect timing, you know, because the energy in you comes through with earth angel energy. And that's, see how this earth angel is lit up? Yeah, you're safe. You're protected by your choices. And, oh, there was this desire, again, to attach to that energy that you have. That was unsuccessful. You are doing just fine. The part that's really affecting the way you move in this is that you've been healed. You've been through a healing process already. You're not coming from a broken energy. You're not coming from a, I'm so stuck, I need help. No. And whenever you get this, like, what is it? You could feel something. I heard you could feel something niggling at you. So you prayed before you went to bed and you asked to be shown. What is it? To be shown. What is it? Show me what it is. You had a dream that confirmed that, yeah, you made the right decision. You made the right decision and you're free. You're liberated from a toxicity. Yeah, and justice is in your favor. Justice is in your favor because of the way you behave. You're in a new energy. You don't have to go through this experience with this one never again, okay? So there's no turning back from this. You have not only learned, but you taught, because you went through this experience. One of the side effects of it was you, with the lessons of life that you have learned and the spiritual wisdom that you gained, like, whether they wanted it or not, they got some too, because the way they move with you, the way they behave with you, and the consequences and repercussions for the way they did that goes back to them. And yeah, they can't avoid it. And at the end of the day, like, good on you. You saw a potential issue and you moved on from it. And as a result, you redirect your attention and your communication into things that are your passions. Your goals move forward. Your energy moves forward, and you bring an end to the cycle because you looked at where you have accountability and what you were able to do with the energy. In other words, you didn't get mad and say, oh my God, life is giving me lemons. You said, where's the sugar? I'm going to make some lemonade out of this. Yeah. And so whatever, people are going to continue to see things in you that they want. They're going to find something in you that they want. And they're going to continue to get their heart broken every time they try to come at you sideways or crisscross or upside down about this, because it's yours, it's yours, it's yours. Nobody can take it. They can't wish it away from you. They can't have it transferred to their name. You are not coming through in this spiritual punk energy. You're coming through as a spiritual powerhouse. And whatever they try to bring your way, like, they're going to meet their maker in you. Ooh, so they're going to see the divine in you, whether they like it or not. Okay, because they don't realize, like, it's in everyone. And because they met a lot of people who haven't been awakened to that, who aren't living in that divine awareness, consciousness. And you are. So now, I hear now when they move forward and try to find another target to scam, to cheat, to lie, to steal, to manipulate, it's always going to be in their back of mind. Like the tribe didn't look like they were as strong as they were, like they could overcome me. They didn't look like they were going to, I heard, beat my head into the ground spiritually, but they did. So now, before they can go and attack another person, they're going to remember this experience with you. They're going to remember how the one that looked like the underdog whooped their ass on a spiritual level, and how there were consequences and repercussions to pay. Yeah, they have, in their experience, they're having consequences and repercussions. They're having to pay fines. They're noticing losses. And all it is, you didn't do nothing to them. All it is the intentions they held against you returning to their house. The energy you put out comes back to you. And the only way that can't be true is if you allow it to be. Other than that, if you created that in your mind. But the tribe here, y'all are strong in your energy. You come through as a crone. So you see where, oh, this isn't what it appeared to be. It's like, oh, that's fool's gold. That's not real gold. Well, it's good for this, that, and the other, but that's all it's good for. And so you let it go and let it be what it's good for, and then you move on. Okay. So at this time, I'm going to give you a yes or no answer to your personal question. Your spirit team is going to guide you to receive that. Let's see, is today's answer yes or no? Today's answer is no. Once again, the answer is no. So this is what I have for you today. I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Keep coming back. Do the YouTube things that helps our channel to grow, because our channel is growing. We finally topped 8,000. So excited. And I'll be back with more. Make sure every time you come on, you want to make sure you're still subscribed. You want to make sure you still have the live notifications turned on, because I have heard that some of you have had some challenges in receiving that. And then in the past, I've also heard that you're like, wow, why wasn't I subscribed? So just make sure, because there's this weird stuff. You know, you're getting all these empowering messages that lets you know how you're making the right moves in these challenging situations. And there are certain energies that don't want to see you thrive in this, but you have the ability to overcome all that. You really do. And we're going to keep on sharing these messages with you, because that's what we're here to do. So until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks.